Hello and welcome to Soccer from the Six. I'm your boy G.E. and we got a new look.
Hey,
What's going on?
You know who we got?
Jav's here.
And Fernando.
The what? The crazy Italian? Not going to say it this time?
Nah, because you know what? Euros is a week away. I got to keep myself
All right.
for now, so.
So here we go. You guys have given us some feedback and we decided to change it up. We are now on one single camera. So we're, getting a little close and whatever, cozy.
Gee, stop touching my elbow.
Yeah, see, you guys are a little close. I got myself a little bit of elbow.
Don't be jealous, okay?
Yeah.
Don't be jealous that we're touching.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I did kind of like our own little spaces and our own little corners, but whatever. You guys don't like it.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of people said it looked a little bit awkward that we're in the same room and had 3 cameras. I don't disagree, and it's getting comfy, it's getting cozy. Took us a little bit of time to put it together, but we figured it out.
Yeah, we did it. Now we're here. So, along with this, we now have a couple of new things. Well, actually, aside from just the one here. The other thing is over here, down the corner.
Very much.
Yes.
It is a Twitch stream. Because when we're doing our little production meetings for these things, we're playing FIFA. And we thought, our best conversations come while we're playing FIFA. Half the time we miss out on some of the stuff when we do the show, so we're going to be playing FIFA while recording today.
If you guys are watching, there's probably a bunch you better than us at it. So
Yeah, we're going to be really bad.
talk as much as you want. Talk as much smack as you want. Because I'm down to play all y'all. Okay.
I only play when I'm here, jeez. So.
It's okay. He's setting the precedent for when I kick his ass.
Yeah.
So the first game, it's me, Fernando, TFC, Montreal.
Talking
because of the Amway.
Of the Amway Championship.
Yeah, a game
Canadian Championship.
Amway Canadian Championship. A game that, I think a few of us were at.
Yeah, we were there. Section 109. It was it's a good time. It was a good time.
Good. It was loud. It was cheering.
Had a nice large Bud Light.
Yeah.
What'd you have?
I had a regular Bud and then a Stella.
Nice.
Are we getting into my drinking habits?
Yeah. Gerard drinks more than me, guys. Just so you know.
All right. No, really good crowd
sure
for
you won't be playing in this game?
No, we'll save that for the next thing we do. Because, I'm going to win anyways.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, so let's get into this. Jav, want to walk us through that
So
that game?
4-2 final. Shouldn't have been 4-2 final. Plus side, I'm not going to say. There's a Scarborough kid, and I believe the other kid's from Saga, I believe.
Mississauga boy, yeah.
Yeah, Mississauga boy and a Scarborough boy came to play yesterday.
Yeah.
4-2. Jonathan Osorio with 2, and Jordan Hamilton with another 2. So we had 2 braces from Canadians, and TFC did go up 4-0,
and 4-1.
4-2. Drogba called his own foul and scored on a great, well-taken
right in front of us.
Free kick. Right in front of us. We knew it was happening too.
We can hear him yell at the ref.
Yeah, he called the foul. Ref gave it to him, and
he's kind of like LeBron James in that sense.
Yeah, he is.
But that's how it is with the superstars in the MLS. Jovenko does it too.
Yeah.
David Villa does it. All the big name guys. When Beckham was still playing in the MLS,
they all
calls.
do it. They get their calls.
Yeah, exactly.
MLS is a star-driven league, and I'm not mad at that. They sell the tickets, man.
They do.
Yeah.
They are the ticket. That's
Speaking of MLS stars, we got a signed autographed MLS ball right here.
We do. 2008
All-Stars.
There you go.
So some good autographs on there. Got D-Row, got Beckham, Donovan.
It's a good ball.
It's
a great ball.
Soccer from the Six. That All-Star game was in the Six. But we didn't call it that then.
No, we did. And that's
it was called like the T-Dot. I'm pretty sure. Was Meet Me and T.O. still
on
that time?
2008?
So. Oh, Fernando would know. Fernando's all about that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I know all about those old social media.
Number 1 dance song was Julia.
Oh, no, that was way before.
I know.
And the whole T-Dot thing was T-Dot Wire in 2008. Remember that one?
Oh, T-Dot Wire. Yeah, I remember T-Dot Wire.
I was too busy playing sports, not on online dating.
Oh, just calling us out, eh? Whatever.
Loser. I was just kidding. Online dating.
All right, let's let's leave our personal lives out of this. Head into the rivalry that is TFC Montreal.
A derby match, and honestly, very, very entertaining match from a neutral's point of view. Actually, even from, if you're a fan of TFC, it was a very, very fun match. Disappointing at the end, like we said before, but
those away goals could come back to hurt you.
Sheru was one guy that I keyed in on when I was watching. I thought he was great. I thought he was great for TFC. He made the simple plays.
Yeah.
He made the simple plays, but that's what you have to do sometimes.
They're going to need him to be able to step up while Bradley's away at Copa.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, aside from that, I think that Vanny, with J-Ham and Osorio scoring, I mean, Vanny needs options. He can't keep having like one or two players that he can rely on. So having those guys score, I think, was just big for him as a coach, because he says
I think he might have played his way into the starting lineup with the 2 goals and just a couple of smart plays.
I think that he has to, with Altidore injured, Javinko injured. We don't know the severity of that injury.
Yep.
I mean, we'll see what's going to happen with this team, because their recent form has not been very good. It's been a little bit disappointing. They did run into a hot New York Red Bulls team.
Oh my God!
Was it 10 goals in the last
2 games?
Last 2 games, yeah. It's just
that team is on fire.
Yeah, that team is.
Like, when
that
talk about derbies,
right
they
now.
destroyed their local rivals, New York City FC.
7-0, right?
Sean Ray Phillips.
Sean Ray Phillips, a hat trick against TFC. Jovinko did not look happy when he left too.
No.
He looked kind of like he gave up on that match too.
It's been a tough week for Jovinko.
Yeah, it has been. Not getting called up to the Italian team. Yeah, I think he's having a rough go right now. But
what do you guys think what Conte said about, you go and take the money and play in MLS, you're going to suffer the consequences?
I'm not going to say I disagree with Conte. I think that he also has been very vocal in the quality of the league, and I think that if you brought, okay, so let's say a guy that would be 100% on the Italian team would be Marco Verratti.
Mm-hmm.
If you put him in the MLS, he would completely dominate.
He would dominate more.
It would be ridiculous what he does in MLS, right? So I don't disagree with Conte. Do I think that it could potentially come back to bite him in terms of depth and this is another, this is a talk for another segment, but I mean, could it affect him when it comes to attacking depth? Yeah, potentially, but maybe he wouldn't have even seen any time.
Well, we all know Conte keeps Jovinko on the bench from their time at Juve together.
Exactly. So I mean, Jovinko has had a rough one, and it's tough as a TFC fan ourselves. We're all TFC fans here, and I mean, you don't want to see a guy, but then at the same time you're like, well, he gets to still play for us if he's healthy. So good and bad, right?
Yeah,
good and bad to it. I mean, how did you feel about the game, G? I mean, I'm talking about it all the time.
I was actually entertained by the game. Really happy to see Jordan Hamilton score. Scarborough boy, J Hams, proud of you, buddy.
Yeah.
And you said before the game you wanted something out of Osorio. He did it. He got a couple of goals, made some smart runs.
I did say it. I mean, I made the joke that I'm like, I want to bet Osorio to score first, and my betting website didn't allow me to bet on it. Thanks a lot, betting website.
I mean, there's been some...
you don't want to call the actual website out.
Yeah, not doing it.
No, we want sponsors and friends. We don't want to make enemies yet.
That's why I just said thanks a lot.
Speaking of enemies and friends, there's a friendly this weekend at BMO Field. Little women's action. I'm repping the jersey.
I'll be there too. I will be there.
I'm repping it, Canada.
And
you unfortunately are repping something different. For those of you that can't see.
Brazil.
I hope you guys enjoy that game. I won't be.
It's gonna be fun. You know what? I actually would like to see Canada's coming off. For their standards, coming off the bronze medal in 2012.
Yep. I mean, they're still coming out.
It was
also
tough.
Hosting the Women's World Cup.
We're hosting it and not coming out with anything. That's tough. And there's some youth coming up.
Yeah, and this is going to be a good little test to see where exactly they're going to be.
Yes, and Brazil is against the team. Brazil's the team you want to be playing.
Yeah,
Brazil's the team you want to be playing. They're healthy right now, Brazil as well. So it's gonna be fun. And you know what? I hope that we get to see. I hope I get to see Marta, because she's a legend in the game.
Yeah.
And to have two legends in the game on the same field at BMO is going to be super cool again.
Yeah.
right? We're gonna have Christine Sinclair and we're gonna have Marta.
It's
gonna be
almost to the
super
point where I've
cool.
kind of taken, seeing Sinclair as much as I have for granted. I guess we're in the twilight of her career now. She's not. She's still really good in finishing, but she's not dominating games the way. Like if you remember 2012, that game against the USA,
she dominated.
Oh,
that
and we can, and we
that's
all
one
know,
of those performances for the ages.
Yeah.
Goes down in history as like one of the best performances.
or whatever, however Wambach counted in that game.
Oh god, yeah. Let's not even.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's not even get into that.
Though those Olympics really helped in terms of the women's game because that kind of put that Canadian national team on the map.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We all remember Matheson scoring that bronze medal goal.
Who is back and healthy now too, which is also big for Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
She's
her leadership, and the girls love her. Herman loves her. Apparently, she's basically like in the World Cup. She was basically like a player coach.
Yeah.
She only played, I think it was around like 25, 28 minutes.
Yeah, she was still coming off that injury.
she subbed in. And it was rough for her because she came back quick. Like, she was good after her ACL surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And, rehabbing, she goes and breaks her foot. Like, just
that's just bad luck.
Just crushing, right? For her, I mean, not having the chance to play on home soil, like a World Cup on home soil, and she may not get that chance again, right? So,
speaking of bad luck, watch what's just about to happen in this little play right here. Just have a look down at the screen just to distract you away from this women's conversation.
That looks like TFC from many years ago.
Yeah, I apologize because I'm usually better at FIFA than this, but that's awful.
He's lying.
Whatever. Yo, gamertag GEY33. Come play me.
If you have Xbox One.
Oh yeah, I should mention that too.
Yeah, you got.
If you have PS4, play me. Jaquan 1515. Oh, there's
Oh wow!
Two goals. Just watch this, guys.
Wait, it gets better. Oh man. So predictions for Rio for the women's team. Where do we see them?
Oh man, I hate to say this as a Canadian.
Drogba.
I want to say I believe, but I don't believe that they'll get on the podium. I hope they do.
I think
I really hope they do. I really think at best that they can get into that third place game again.
I think so too.
I think that's as far as they're going to go. I just don't think they can make the finals. Like France is solid. They're a team that crumbles as well sometimes. But they're super talented.
They are super
Brazil's
talented.
super talented.
Japan.
US is US.
Japan. The US is probably still the favorite to win gold.
They're still,
in my opinion,
they're the favorites.
Yes, right.
They're the favorites. Yeah,
they're so dominant.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be the Americans and Brazil.
Don't forget, Netherlands were one of those teams that flew under the radar. In the World
they
Cup
were also really young.
They were the young, up and coming team. Like I don't know, what are we going to see?
Same with Norway.
They're all a little bit old. Oh yeah, Norway as well. That's right.
I'm not sure if who's in for the actual tournament outside of Canada.
I do think Canada's better than Norway right now. But we're going to extra time here in this TFC Montreal game. It is a derby match.
It is a derby match. We're going to golden goal. What we intended to do originally was just play the duration of the game. That'll be our episode for today. We're getting some extra bonus content.
But these guys suck and they can't score.
Yeah,
so
I'm sorry, guys.
So you're stuck with us.
You're stuck listening to us until you're stuck listening to us till one of us scores. I apologize.
I mean, why don't we? Since we're talking Canada women, I mean they're on the rise. I feel all the time, and I feel with this youth, they put money into it. They've invested in these girls, and they got the right coach to do the job. Yeah. I feel like their main objective is to make sure that Herdman is the coach because teams will come calling.
Teams have come calling. He's turned them down,
and they will. They will continue to come calling.
England's knocked on the door for him before too.
Absolutely, and that head coach was really happy.
Really excited to beat Herdman, right? Like,
exactly.
I was your second choice, and I beat your first choice, essentially.
Yeah. But since we're on the topic of Canada soccer, how do we feel about the men's team?
So let's go back to those games against Mexico. You needed something from one of those games.
Yeah, you did.
And you got nothing.
That one at home was the one, though.
That game was so hyped.
That one was the one,
and they needed it.
And then they go to Azteca and they don't play horrible.
No, they didn't.
It's just, come on, guys. Oh.
No. We're done.
It's like,
again.
come on, Oh! And there it is! The
I'm-
impact.
I'm sorry,
take
Six.
it.
I let
And
you guys
is it
down.
The former,
Oh,
is it the former Red Dominic Oduro?
No,
is it-
it's Bernier, the captain, who got sent off yesterday. Let's not. We haven't even talked. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, we didn't.
Dude, that's typical TFC. Not that I think. Well, it's typical. You have a team that down in 10 minutes to give up 2 goals.
The big problem here is right now with
They scored
TFC,
two. while they were up
in the
2-0.
second leg. Montreal has a good chance of going through now. TFC was up 4-0.
They playing that
This tie should have been
Stadium or
This
Saputo?
tie should have been
Saputo.
over.
Is it Saputo?
The
Yeah.
tie should have
If
been
it was at
over.
Olympic Stadium, I'd be okay.
At 4-0, the
Because
tie
that
should
thing
be
will get
over.
loud.
4-0, the tie should be over. I said it was over.
Yeah.
The one goal comes, and I said I'm still confident in 4-1. Drogba scores the second one. I'm not confident.
No.
And that is what TFC does. They bring you up, and they pull
Yeah,
you down.
yeah.
They did it at the beginning of the season, home opener, 1-0, and then since then, pulling us down.
Yeah.
I just can't deal with this team. I don't know what it is. It's just a really frustrating team to support. It really is a frustrating team to support.
And
All right.
Like everything else.
That's
in
it for
the
TFC.
West.
That's
in
it
Canada.
for this episode. What we're going to be doing, because we live busy lives and we work in the sport, we're going to be wrapped up with Euros for the next month or so. We're going to be recording a bunch of episodes. So if over the next couple of weeks you see us and we look the same, that's why.
Gerard doesn't shower also. So.
I also don't shower.
He's going to get greasier as we get through the episode.
You'll see the sweat
Yeah.
coming down his face.
There's a reason I'm wearing a hat. My hair is like super greasy right now. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I think our next episode is going to be Copa, and then we'll be getting into our Euro stuff and predictions.
All right. Thanks for watching,
next
guys.
time.
See ya.
Ciao.
Chidiamo.
Always.
Always.
Oh, God.
Where's the stop button, guys?